Have you ever wondered what secrets a forest might hold within its dark and silent depths? The forest, an enigma of nature, is a place shrouded in mystery, where shadows dance and whispers echo amongst the ancient trees. It's a realm where the unknown thrives, where every rustle of leaves could be a creature lurking, every creak of a branch, a spectre's sigh. Throughout the annals of time, the forest has served as the backdrop of many a horror tale. It's a setting that incites fear, the dense foliage and winding paths offering an eerie solitude that chills the spine. From folklore to modern horror novels, the forest has been the stage for sinister happenings, for creatures that go bump in the night and spirits that wail in the wind. In the heart of such a forest our tale begins, a tale that will make the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end and your pulse quicken. Brace yourself, for the unsettling enigma of the forest awaits. Imagine, if you dare, a forest that whispers to those who dare to venture within. Our tale begins with a band of intrepid friends, fueled by a mix of adrenaline and curiosity, who decide to camp in this enigmatic woodland. They'd heard the stories, of course, the eerie tales of the whispering woods, but they were eager to experience the thrill of the unknown. As the sun set and the moon claimed the sky, their excitement was tinged with a hint of trepidation. The campfire flickered, casting dancing shadows that played tricks on their eyes. And then, as the night draped its dark veil over the woods, they heard it. The whispering. It was faint at first, like the rustling of leaves or the scampering of unseen woodland creatures. But as they listened, the whispering grew louder, more insistent, a susurrus of voices murmuring in the wind. The whispers, once just a legend, became a terrifying reality. The whispers in the night grew louder, more insistent, and they began to understand. Each friend, bound by the eerie nocturnal symphony, started to perceive the whispers differently. For some, they were hushed lullabies, luring them deeper into the forest's embrace. For others, they were threats, hissed through the rustling leaves. The whispers, once dismissed as mere forest sounds, were now something far more chilling. They were messages, each one etched into the marrow of their bones. The forest was speaking to them, and its voice was a haunting melody woven from the threads of their deepest fears. Tension began to uncoil within the group like a serpent waking from a deep slumber. Friendships once solid as ancient oak began to splinter and crack under the weight of growing terror. The paranoia was insidious, creeping into their hearts and minds, turning allies into potential enemies. Distrust cast long shadows in the flickering firelight, as each friend wrestled with their own understanding of the whispers. They were no longer just visitors in the forest. They were part of its dark narrative. They had unwittingly become characters in a tale that was as old as the twisted trees around them. As the whispers grew louder, so did their fear. The forest, once a refuge, was now a labyrinth of dread, its every shadow whispering tales of terror. The haunting revelation was clear. They were not alone in the whispering woods. As the final night descended, the forest's chilling secret was revealed. The group of friends, their faces etched with fear and anticipation, stumbled upon the horrifying climax they had not dared to envision. What they found was not just a forest, but a living, breathing entity of nightmares. It was as if the forest itself was a cruel puppeteer, its gnarled branches pulling the strings of their fates. An unspeakable terror had been unleashed. The secret that the forest had guarded for centuries was now exposed, a monstrous presence that turned their adventure into a desperate fight for survival. Each friend was forced to confront their deepest fears, their bonds of friendship tested in the crucible of this terrifying ordeal. When dawn finally broke, it was a scene of devastation. The forest stood silent, its secret once again hidden in its shadowy depths. But the survivors were changed, marked by the horror they had witnessed. Their laughter was replaced with silence, their camaraderie with a shared trauma that would bind them forever. In the days that followed, they tried to return to their old lives, but the echoes of that nightmarish forest followed them. Every rustling leaf, every shadow cast by the setting sun, reminded them of the horror they had lived through. They had sought adventure, but found instead a horror they would never forget. In the heart of a whispering forest, a chilling tale unfolded. We journeyed through an unsettling enigma, into the whispering woods, where a haunting revelation left us frozen in dread. The forest's secret, a horror beyond comprehension, cast a chilling shadow over a group of unsuspecting friends. The conclusion, as cold as the forest's heart, echoes still. Remember, when you venture into the unknown, be prepared for the whispers of the forest.